Right, good morning. So let's finish off the Jollibee model. I was looking at my crappy drawing there. Fantastic though. Anyway, how do you clear the grease pencil? Or these little drawings? I don't know how you clear it. Ah, annotation eraser. There we go. We know what we want to do. I'm gonna erase this. There we go. And I have an SVG of the logo, so I'm just going to import that in. I'm going to file, import, scalable vector graphic, which is SVG. I'm going to go here to downloads. I'm going to go to the burger shop, and there it is. I'll put it in there. And let's see if we can find it. Select objects. There it is. So small. There we go. Looks fantastic. That was it. It's got no materials, I assume. Let's rotate this up. There we go. And we want to move this up like so. Let's make sure this is aligned. There you go. Jollibee. I want to make this a little bit extruded because this looks very flat right now. I have to have some materials to that later. Let's. Can we separate the selections? Circle selection. Oh, that's who. There we go. Let's go like this. Separate. There we go. Is that R separate? Yeah, that's cool. So we got the font separate. These are all separate pieces. Cool. I'm happy with that. So the reason I split this off, I want to extrude this slightly, but not too much. So we go to geometry, extrude. There we go. Let me change this material over this material. There we go. Much better to see. Much easier to see. We want to add a slight bevel, soften it a little. Oh, that's too much. There we go. Oh, that looks okay. That looks much better. And then we'll repeat the same on this. Let's get rid of these materials. Extrude. Yeah, that looks okay. A bit of roundness, I don't know. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. I like that. And we're just repeating the process for each part. Extrude it out. I want this to be slightly a little step up, and then Now select this piece. There we go. That one doesn't really need the bevel because it's such a small thing. This is the tongue. Oh, those are connected. Okay. I'll keep it same. I'll keep it about the same there then. The eyes. I'll probably have to separate these. Let's extrude it first and then we'll separate. Probably. I don't know. Can I set? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Not bad. I'll see how it comes down to when we put the materials on and stuff, but I like it. Maybe a tiny bit too big? I don't know. Let me say select object. Just scale it a tiny bit. Let me see, is that centered? Yeah, that looks nice. I think that looks nice. Maybe a little bit bigger. Maybe. Let's look at this from the center. Yeah, I think that's good. That's kind of cool little store. I think I want some more lights, so let me go back to the array. Oh, sorry, this one. Kind of looks, yeah, that looks much better than that. That just looks weird. There we go. That looks more like there's more going on. Cool. I'm gonna copy these two. Shift D. Stick this on the wall back here. This could be another menu. Or poster or something. There we go. So I put something small here, like a little cabinet. And just kind of reduce these two. Go from here. Maybe it could be the chicken, the fryer. It could be a fryer. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing. X-ray. Probably not a good idea to have the fryer next to the freezer. Select inset. No, there we go. Inset down. see how that looks. Control A. That's a bit too big. It's gonna squash it. Make a little air fryer thing. Mesh. Actually, I can just use this again. Not air fryer. What's that called? I don't know what they call it. There's little, they put the fries in it and they dip it in the oil or the chicken or whatever. It's these little cage things. And they have a handle. This could be the handle probably. I'm just reusing what I have here. Kind of piece it together. You know what? I don't know what they call them. Deep frying. Control A, scale. There we go. Right, they go. Let's just duplicate this. Maybe one's for chicken, one's for the fries, one for whatever the other one is. I don't know. That looks cool. We've got something going on. I'm happy with that. Maybe the poster here is too big. There we go. Let's start building some of the outside now. Like, I wanted to put some plants and benches and stuff. Let me save. It's always good to save. So let's make one plant and then I'll probably duplicate off of that. Like if I a mesh cylinder. Actually, I could use this. I can just reuse this bucket and make it into a plant pot. There we go. Tab. I was like last night, that looks like a plant pot, not like a. Now that's a plant pot, see? And then just change that thickness so it's a bit more thicker. There we go. That looks like a plant pot for sure. Could even saturate that. There we go. Does it look like a plant pot? Yeah, it looks like a plant pot. Now we're gonna just get a plane. Let's get a plane. Make a leaf. It's been a while. Maybe I'll make 2 or 3 different ones at the same time. Different heights. Slightly different width. There we go. Tab. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 dun, 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 dun. Boom. There we go. Oh, I don't know how that extra loop there, but that one, that one. Yeah, that looks okay. We're just gonna kind of just scale these in, right? So we just bring this in. That's it. you know, plant. And I'll do the same on this. Okay, and then I'll just kind of split that. Is it a split? No, it's not a split, it's a bevel. Undo, undo, undo. There we go. Yeah. Bevel, vertice. Let's do this one, bevel, vertice. There we go. And then if I delete that face, boom, boom. This one probably have more. There's probably better ways of doing this, or better ways of creating leaves. I don't even know if this will work, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, lie to use. I guess that works only on the when it has 3 points there. Okay. Delete that. And that one can just stay as it is. Okay, so we have 3 leaves. They don't look like leaves right now. So generate. I want solidify. I want a bevel. I want shade smooth. Was it Shift A or Control A? Doesn't look very okay. What about if I try a geometry? What's it called? Subdivide. Yeah, subdivide looks better. There we go. We subdivide it and then change everything. Yeah, that looks more rounded. Subdivide. Add a solidify first, and then subdivide it. Well, we have leaves. What's this? Royal Mail. What's the day? 22nd. Okay. 22nd between 9 and 1. Now we need to kind of shape them into something. Boom, 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 boom. Just grab a massive brush and then kind of just shape a leaf. It doesn't matter if it's what direction it goes in. The same here. Go back to this one. There we go. Done. Easy peasy lemon squash. Then make sure select these, put them in the pot. Then I can just duplicate this around. Wonder if I could apply a noise to them. Let's see. I'll experiment. There's nothing wrong with experiment. So if I apply a noise modifier or something to them after if I was to merge them. Shift the okay. I know there's probably better ways of doing this. And this is not the prettiest, but it's kind of like a plot. Let's bring this down a tiny bit as a group. It'll do. That'll do. Sure people have better ways of doing it. Can I join these? Again. And I can just apply. Then if I go add deform displace new clouds distorted noise, it doesn't matter. Bring that amount, doesn't matter over something like that. Go back here. What happens if we change this? Yeah, it's some kind of something to it, but it doesn't really. Maybe it's just because of this. Oh, there we go. We increase the size there, then we have. Then go back to this and increase the strength here. No, it doesn't really work. Doesn't really work. I mean, I can see something subtle changes to it, but it's not massive. Anyway, let's start putting some of these around. So look at from above. Like this. Make sure this is the same level as that. Okay, that looks about level. Oops. Well, it's slightly bigger than the other one. There we go. Take this. The one in the building. Just here. Put another one here. Different rotation. Perhaps a different scale. There we go. Let's put a little bench here. You can sit. So I'm going to use this as a bench. Oh. This is the plant height, slightly above the plant pot. Let's say there. See, I don't want it too close, something like that. Kind of looks like a Kit Kat. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. Let's put this. Here, halfway. Like that's half. Oh, this doesn't look halfway because it's off, slightly off. So about here. There we go. We have a bench. Actually, I don't want. I want that little hole because it just looks too big. Looks meh. Select that one and that one. There we go. That's probably better. We're just gonna patch this hole. Sure. Yeah, I like that. I think I'm happy to start doing the materials on here. Put some materials. Let's put a base, something it sits on. So, I want to do something different. So let's go for a cylinder. Let's move this up. That looks nice. Control A, scale. And I'll just show you that auto smooth. Add a bevel modifier to that. Yeah, I like that. Welcome to Jollibee's. Now I don't have any. Let me see if I can Google Jollibee menu images. I can just use as a texture. Oh, there we go. Save image. I can put that in here. Is there another one I can use? Got a poster thing. Jollibee poster. That's right, poster. Poster. Bum 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 ba-da-dum. We deliver. Okay, nice delivery one. Or maybe that one. Do this one. Delivery. Okay. Alright, so I've got some textures. You can start coloring this up. Make sure you hit save. Actually, let me put another backdrop behind this. Add mesh. Plane. Put this down. Below that. And then I'm just going to hit tab. Bring these edges up. E. Boom. Now we have a little backdrop. There we go. So we look at it from here. That's much better. Cool. Let's hit save. Let's switch our renderer to cycles. Let's do that denoiser on. I can't wait to see the next NVIDIA denoiser, because I saw, was it last year? I saw a video of the cycles, NVIDIA cycles thing, whatever they was doing with the NVIDIA's denoiser. It looked fantastic. Right. I don't know what they called it. Let me see if I can Google it. And was it Blender DLSS? Yeah, it was Blender's new DLSS. That was it. Upscaling, denoising. Where was the video of it though? There was a video of that. It was fantastic. Yeah, here it is. Watch this video.
You will not believe what's coming to Blender. Okay, so what do we have here?
We have real-time denoising in cycles, which is something that we've already had for a little bit, but it's a little bit flickery. But if we switch this to NVIDIA's new DLSS,
no flickering,
then we can denoise in real time, perfectly smoothly, 100% interactive, with no flicker whatsoever.
This is freaking insane. The best way I can describe this to you, if you've used Blender, is that it feels like you're moving around in Eevee, but you're actually getting the photorealism of cycles.
Yeah.
And look at it again. It's it's like perfectly smooth. You don't get any of the blotchy artifacts on the face for...
When that comes, that'll be amazing. This already looks, look at it, it's already looking cool. Might go for this kind of look here. Let's rotate this. So it is very hard to see what's going on. So let's. Should I add? I should add. I should be able to add now. I mean, I'll jump in ahead of myself. Let's add a camera. 0 home. I like to use camera to view here. Turn these off. I like to passport out, so we just see just the scene itself. It's hard to see what's really going, what the noise itself, and there's not much light in the scene. Unless I boost it, but I'm going to add one of the. That's quite soft, but I don't actually know. That doesn't. Yeah, maybe I'll harden it. I'll reduce the bezel. There we go. That's a bit better. But that doesn't look actually terrible. You know, it looks pretty cool. Hit save. I'm gonna add. Let's split this again. The gobo light. Assets. Let's get a nice gobo light. You want some palm trees? Should we go for like a nice warm tropical look? Let's put this up above. I'm going to change. Actually, what I'm going to actually do is constrain this light. Track to the actual building. And now it's always looking at towards the building. I boost this couple of zeros. That's looking cool. Maybe I'll track to an empty. Add an empty. Let's do a cube this time. That's about that size. And we go to the track to. We just do empty. Boom. There, that's much better. Already, look how cool that is. I don't even have to do it. I haven't done anything, and it looks cool. All right. I like it. Anyway, let's soften those tiny. Increase the radius. Soften that radius here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's put materials. I'm gonna start with the backdrop here. Go for like a nice sand color. That looks nice. Because I guess if this is red, this will stand out really nicely. I'm hoping anyway. So I'm gonna kind of work side by side here. Can I still put material? No, I won't see materials on that. That's only in here. Okay, cool. Okay, I got the base select. Let's add the material on that. Let's go for the same color as this. So can I use color picker? And then we just go a little bit darker from there. More saturation, darker. That looks alright. Don't mind that. The Jollibee was going to be white, of course, so just leave that as it is. The building's going to be the kind of red color of their business, because that's the main color of their something like that. I know it's not perfect. I'm just doing it by eye. This is going to be wood, like a wood color. We're going to go orangey, and then we bring down the color there. 6. Actually, I can call this wood. Then I can just rename the wood. It's better to name the materials rather than just rushing, which I'm doing. Should we put that as wood as well? We can probably change that later if it's not looking too. It looks quite heavy. It looks quite heavy. Let's do. I want this kind of color, but I use the color picker again. So I want this kind of color. Let's see. I'm looking at it here. So it stands out, but it's not too much. Okay, 6. Okay. Yeah, see, it stands out, but it's not as dark as this. So it's got its own kind of thing. Plant pots, reddish pottery, kind of. Yeah, that looks alright. Orangey. So let's go through here and then apply 07. 07. The lights. This will show bring it to life. So I can. Let's go to render compositing. Glare. We're going to just use normal bloom. We're going to apply new material for the emission on the lights. Should see that. Yeah, that looks nice. Can I go here and go to compositor? Where's compositing? Compositor. Is that doing anything? Oh no, because I'm not seeing it. I never say always. There we go. Actually, I liked it with less, to be honest. Maybe tiny bit. I think that's alright. It's very subtle. We're gonna have to add a light inside as well. But not too much. But yeah, there we go. Save. I'm gonna save this. Yeah. The roughness down. So this was 08. And this was 09. And just repeat this. 09. 08. 09. This here is separate and this here is separate because right now I applied that to the material, default material, so new yellow bumblebee ink. That looks alright. Maybe a bit more plasticky. Not too plastic, but there we go, like something like that. Oh, 10, and then I'll do the same on that. 10. countertop, another beige. That'll be what's going on with my GPU load is low. Cooling. Okay, it's okay. It's not looking bad. I'm quite happy with this one. New. Stick the menu on there. Image texture. Open. This will be in the burger shop folder. And then we're going to get the menu. Of course, we can switch this. That's there we go. We have the menu on their board. I don't need that. We can put an advert on here. So again, same thing, new. What's that noise? Weird humming noise. Let me check what the humming noise is. I went to investigate the noise. It was the extractor fan. It was weird. It's from the other room. I was like, hey? Okay. Eek. The other one, I want to apply texture before I change this, go back to the other layout, is this. And go here. This doesn't matter. There's just one color. It can even be so tiny. There we go. There go. Maybe those two are too close, so let's just scale that in a little bit. There we go. Cool. So I've got all those done. I don't think I have to UV up map anything else. Drawing down. There we go. Need to, of course, do the materials on these. This and this can be the same material. So this material is 11. Set that to 11. 11. This can be like material, like a fridge. $15. Bum, 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 bum. 15 is the chrome material that we're playing. All of this. Oh, there we go. So I might as well put chrome on that as well. Why not? Why not? That was 6. Cool. I like that. Of course, that would be. Now this is going to be 2 materials because I said that the last time I split that on purpose. So let's look here from above an X-ray mode so I can select it easier. There we go. I remember. Assign that. Assign this. So we can go red and yellow. Red and yellow. Yeah, that looks good. We just need to do this one. Let's slightly adjust this. I'm looking at it here. Can I adjust this too? Can I add a... Whoa. No, that's terrible. Alright. Cool. And the plate and the chips. Glossy plate. New. For this color. I need to find that chip that is kind of stuck somewhere out here that Can't really see. It says no. How can I find that chip? Cube 17. Okay. There we go. No, that's cube 17. There we go. Oh, it's right there. I placed it on there. Okay. It's good to know. There we go. Got chips. Drumstick. There we go. So what was that? 23 and 22. Oh, actually, if I change it here, it's fine. I just have to do it once. There we go. Nice and crispy. I'll make it a little bit darker. Cool. That looks cool. We got our thing. We just got to do the plant pots, those handles that I can see. Let's set this. What color was this? Wood. Wood. Oh yeah, the logo. I completely missed that, and I missed that little. Oh. Let's take that off. That's fine. No one can see it. Just output the materials on this. Or was it white? Oh, it's white. Or should I do it like this one? We're gonna do like this one. Or I'll try anyway. $27. Maybe I'll make that. That's okay. Does it feel like this is floating? That kind of looks better like that. I wish I could make this more. Can I make this more rounded? Let's see. Geometry. That's got some. Made it look like Marshmallow Man. Marshmallow Man. Kind of looks cool though, but it's not what we want. There we go. That'll do. Um. I like that. The plants. Let's go for like a green. That's not bad. 29. Bit vibrant. Maybe too vibrant. I'll play around with the color of that. Let's maybe bring that saturation down. Yeah. Alright. I think I'm done. I'm happy with that. Let's see how that looks over here. Maybe I can add a little light on the inside, see if that adds a little bit more, but I'm happy with this scene. Here we go. Did a little Jollibee thing. How long did that take me? Just over an hour as well. Got to do better. Light, area light. Let's put area light in here. I'll boost the exposure. That's kind of cool. There's no rules to what color the light needs to be. It's a nice warm color there. Yeah, we don't need any fog or anything like that. Maybe this is too boring. I don't know. Let's see. Hey, the orange kind of makes it pop as well. Orangey yellow. Feel it's still a little bit too dark, but I'll move the light around. Now it's just about finding the lighting you kind of like or you prefer. Kind of like that there. I don't like that. It's got some highlights on it. Now let's play around with the camera itself. I'm gonna save this. That doesn't look bad. Not the worst. Let's do it off graphic. See how it looks. I'm happy with that. A little bit better than the previous one. It's a bit more fun, or a bit more interesting, I'd say. Could be more. I'll think of what to do next. Is that floating off? That looks like it's floating. It's not even sitting on it, is it? Yeah. It's floating. I just noticed it. Jollibee, Jollibee, oh, floating. There we go. That probably makes it a little bit more grounded. I wonder if I just out of curiosity. Got a mission on that tiny bit. That's cool. That is actually cool. Maybe the yellow I don't like. Maybe I want to go back for that color bit there. That looks nice. I like that. I mean, I could try different gobo light. See. Now it's just playing around. Now there's no. At this point, I have finished, but now it's just been, just playing around. Where would you go to? It'll be under here. You can go here. I guess you can click that, and then it'll take you to the folders anyway. Should we go something abstract? See what abstract. That one's not really doing much. Oh, there we go. Oh, I like that. I do like that. Kind of like that. Ah. Anyway, thank you again. Enjoy your day, morning, evening, or night. If you hit that subscribe, that'll help me a lot. Thank you again. Bye bye. Leave a comment as well if you think I should do something better or change something. I just noticed something here. I mean, maybe I want to move that up. I don't know. Anyway, have a good day. Bye bye.